Do not twitch, Bethany Ann. When you twitch, you show weakness.
I don't want to do this.
Your father and I do not spend $30,000 a year for you to be treated like this. It is outrageous.
Mom, can we just drop it? I'll take the grade. I'll eat it.
Oh, in your senior fall, Yale will be thrilled, I'm sure. The principal will see you now. Do not embarrass me in there, Bethany Ann.
Okay.
Oh, to what do I owe the pleasure, Mrs. Gray?
Let me answer that question with a question, Principal Danish. When a model student expresses herself creatively within these walls, is that considered a punishable offense? Are all flames of passion tamped down by your boot of conformity?
I'm guessing this is in reference to your daughter's English essay.
I'm really more of a bystander in this.
My Bethany Ann wrote a perfectly good English essay about the nuanced social structure within the world of Animal Farm. And yet she received a D because her creative nature is not appreciated within the tyrannical prison you are running.
Well, have you read your daughter's essay?
I'm a high-powered attorney, Principal Danish. I do not have time to read high schoolers' essays.
Okay, well, it's my understanding that Mr. Potts determined that your daughter's essay was not appropriate for a 12th grade English class.
Oh, and Mr. Potts is the arbiter of all things appropriate. Says the man who told my daughter's English class that he went to Margaritaville for his anniversary. Pray tell, Principal Danish, is a margarita a school-sanctioned inebriate? I was not going to tell Bethany Ann about margaritas until her second year of college.
Mom, I told you, he's a big Jimmy Buffett fan.
I don't know what that means.
Mrs. Gray, if you would like to see what Mr. Potts determined inappropriate with your daughter's essay, I have a notated copy right here.
Great, let's inspect the evidence.
And I think you'll find that the largest issue with your piece of writing, Miss Gray, was that it wasn't an essay, it was a work of fiction.
Well, he said we could take creative liberties.
Take liberties, he says, until he uses those liberties to guillotine you in front of your peers.
Okay, well, would you like to familiarize yourself with the essay, Mrs.
I would
Gray?
like nothing more. Any passage in particular?
Nope. Literally anywhere.
All right. Squealer was a small white porker, but what he lacked in physical strength, he made up for in sexual vigor.
That's a metaphor.
Yes. Very well done, Bethany Ann. Snowball had known Squealer since he was a young babe when he came out of his mother slick with afterbirth.
I wanted realism.
Exactly, a complex imagery. Nicely done. He could feel a special spark when he found himself near Squealer at the troughs, and under the watchful regime of Napoleon, Snowball worked hard to get some alone time with the voluptuous porker.
Are you beginning to understand Mr. Potts' perspective, Mrs. Gray?
Clearly, my daughter was using the complicated, intimate relationship between these two pigs to highlight political dissatisfaction. See here, Snowball cornered him behind the barn. Squealer felt his throat dry up and his members stiffen. What are you doing? He rasped. Showing you the new world order. Snowball took him into his mouth. Oh my God! Bethany Ann, what is wrong with you?
He said we could be creative.
Why is this erotic?
Mrs. Gray, if you could please keep reading, this next passage is my personal favorite.
Squealer didn't even know he was capable of making a sound like that. It echoed off the walls of the barn. His moans were lewd and rhythmic. Shh, settle down, Snowball whispered. Daddy can't get caught. They might gas me. Oh my God! You are sick! You are a sick little girl!
My parents are getting divorced.
Oh!
Beth, if you wouldn't mind letting me know, what happens after the little rendezvous behind the trough?
Excuse me?
After the steamy makeout session by the silo.
Oh my gosh, does Mr. Whimper catch them rolling around in the mud, or does he...
Oh, yes. He begins to pleasure himself.
No. Principal Danish, I believe this may be cause for expulsion. Let's go, Bethany Ann.